The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four-Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
How much longer do we have to wait to take down that damn noose?
4 days and 4 nights. That's what the arsehole told me. Said it'd bring bad luck if we cut them down too soon.
Show yourself!
Not looking so good now, are you?
I'm not scared of you! Take that.
Is creepy as shite. How much longer do we have to wait to take down that damn noose?
4 days and 4 nights. That's what the arsehole told me. Said it'd bring bad luck if we cut them down too soon.
So that they're dead. Not like they'll get any more dead in 3 days' time. Don't sit here freezing my balls.
Don't you bloody touch it. We've got enough bad luck as it is. We don't need to sprinkle any more just because you're lazy.
Eh, fine. But if that bastard doesn't buy the noose from us, I swear I'll strangle him with it.
What's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before. But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove you're safe for Haven. Yeah. Oh, this pin. I can't say I see it very clearly right now. But it looks important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about this. These emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things round here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
A new face. It's always nice to see someone new here. Welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier? Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison and fish. And then fish, and more fish. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food. And I'd kill for a slice of that pie. Of course, yeah, places to see, people to meet. Sure, I understand. Have a great day.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests. You don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope. Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know that I'm the quartermaster here. Now, state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see. Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And this makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he? If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with someone well above my pay grade. And that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. And let me guess. If you have friends among the knights, then you'll be wanting to talk to the captain, right? Well, that ain't happening anytime soon. Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there? Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home. I'm Captain Brandon's right hand. He deals with serious matters I don't want to know anything about. I take care of our everyday life. Fine then. This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here, unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them. You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head. That enough for you? He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. And no offense, Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him. I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult. That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking on that. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they're sworn to stay here till the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back. First of all, you have to prove yourself trustworthy and capable. I can't let just anyone into the captain's quarters. He's a very busy man, you see. I don't want to waste his time. We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Seems like the problem lies in the old cemetery. As far as I know, the fog hasn't reached it yet. You could go there and find out what's happening. There is a local legend about a dark druid named Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this. It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned. Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural. After you leave the keep, just turn left and then stay on the road. Here, I'll mark it on the map for you. The captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. We don't get many recruits, and you're, well... Sure, let's go with that. Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem. If you need to rest, you can sleep in the barracks. Plain a royal chamber. But it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather. Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before. It depends on who's asking and why. Yes, it's pretty. I know what it means, as I'm pretty sure I know where it came from. That's for sure. All you need to do is take a walk around this place instead of sitting on your ass inside the horns like the other keepers. You say I'm supposed to offer you help? Well then, do you have questions? You can see I have plenty of time. It would be nice to talk to someone who's not a keeper. I don't meet many outsiders these days. So, hello. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South. Everything is interesting around here. West of here, you'll find the sunken village. It was once the beating heart of this region. If you go northeast, you're bound to reach the Archspire. It's worth seeing its glory with your own eyes. And you probably passed them in here on your way here. I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. Share some of the things I found during my hunts.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People here are trying to rest in peace, damn it. You should be. These folks fell into their eternal slumber a long time ago, but some of them have turned out to be very light sleepers. Not their fault, but we should at least try not to wake them up. I'm telling you, ever since people started burning their dead, it's like they've forgotten proper manners in places like this. My name's Huardok, and I'm the keeper of this place. I look after the dead, or at least try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body. Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service. Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while. Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins, for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Bless you, kind stranger. Those old bones are not what they used to be. Here, just take the key. Be careful, though. There's evil dwelling in those crypts. Oh, and I hope I don't need to remind you not to rob any graves. It's terribly rude, and I'd rather not deal with the complaints. I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the 3rd row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten. Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore. Master is Master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions. You want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could.
Careful there! Try not to step in the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile. Me? Course not. Slafdor would be at least 300 years old. Why would you even ask that? Well, your guess is wrong. I'm not Slafdor, although I do take an interest in his work. It's all very fascinating, you know. That man was ahead of his time. What isn't? He was the first one to experiment with death magic. It wasn't altogether forbidden, but those before him seemed to fear taking that step, either because of misplaced morals or superstition. They did not see, or maybe did not want to see, that death is merely an end, not the end like everyone thinks. You see, the dead, especially those who suffered sudden and violent deaths, rarely actually want to leave this world. Nearly everyone has regrets. And those don't go away just because you die. While more willful or vengeful individuals can abandon their humanity and continue as wraiths, most of the others need, a bit of a nudge. And then they can go on. Of course, at the moment they lack, cognition. But, it's a work in progress. Stop. What I am doing is very important. Besides, I'm hardly hurting anyone. Anyone important, that is. If that's how you want it, very well. Do you know what I like most about the dead? They don't tire, and they don't feel pain. But you will.
Oh, you're back. And? How did you like our crypts? I always found them impressive. And quite cozy. Yes, I felt that. He must have been surprised. People like him tend to forget that it can happen to them too. I guess I'll do what I always do. Clean up, put everyone back to sleep, and then take a little nap myself. Someone will come along again, sooner or later. We can't have them seeing such a mess, can we? Well, this master wasn't the first one. I'm sure he won't be the last. This place is very popular with their kind for some reason, and they always leave it in such a state. It's not like it would hurt them to pick up a few bones and put them back in place. If you want it to be, sure. But I don't mind you dropping by from time to time. We all appreciate the company here. Especially me. Although, I won't be able to have another chat with you for a while.
You're the reason they put me here. You just wait until they let me out. I'll beat you so hard your own mother won't recognize you. Come a little closer so I can spit in your face. No one asks your opinion. I drink because I want to. I drink because guarding the empty gate is the most boring shit in the world. What's this here anyway, huh? Maybe I was drunk, but the gate was guarded. It's not your damn pin, I wouldn't even let you in. But all is not lost. We can still be friends. Listen, just pour something delicious down my throat, huh? And I'll forget this insult. I'm not guarding the gate now, am I? There's nothing wrong with having a little sip, right? Come on, don't be like that. Just a drop. That's all I ask. Yeah, it's not a problem. You can buy some from Ron. With this pin, you can go anywhere. You don't need a pass. Don't forget about old Alderaan, my friend. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Great. A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the dark druid from the legends, was it? Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Del Riada almost in our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead on top of that. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here. Unfortunately, no. You're capable and eager, and I appreciate that. Just between us, I wish I had more soldiers like you. We'd bring the South back to its former glory in no time. But still, you've just arrived. It is what it is. If only it were that simple. You see, back in the old days, serving the horns of the South was considered the highest honor. There were the Knights of the Round Table, all right. And just below them were the Keepers. Chosen by the sea, bound by an oath, recruited from the best. Beautiful times, long before I enlisted. But now, if you have a coin and a pecker, you can be named a Keeper. Of course, if the captain agrees. But I just mentioned the coin, didn't I? Yes, I do. But this one's dangerous. Some time ago, I sent one of my men out to bring back a deserter. But he's been gone a while, and there's no sign of him. So now, I need someone to find both of them. And I'm not sending any more of my own men. My best guess would be somewhere near the abandoned stronghold far to the north. But beware. Our men on the walls are convinced they'd seen dense clouds of the weirdness forming near that damned place. It's not an easy task, so yes, if you make it back, that will be more than enough to prove your resolve.